Good morning, everybody. My name is Nicola Dickens. This is Spring Mac here. Welcome to my channel. Welcome back to my channel, whichever case may be. So I made it. I actually did it. I made it through a full month with no coffee. Thank God that's over. Cheers. Oh my goodness, that was actually a really hard task for me because I really love the taste of coffee. I like it warm. I like it comfy. I like it cozy. It's just one of those drink things, you know. That's the hot drink I serve. So we are here today with anti-anxiety workbook number 8. Woo, we are cruising right along. We are actually almost done with it. That is crazy. I tell you how many pages we have to go, but no. So I have like shadows, or not shadows, like reflections and stuff when I see a vehicle come by. So sometimes it's coming this way, sometimes it's going this way, sometimes it's going that way. We rarely see it go that way. But it's just like this whole, I started to kind of block it off of my peripherals a little bit because I was constantly turning and looking like I just did, and I'm like, okay, I gotta stop. Okay, first off, we are going to do a dab. Again, I am so sorry. My email didn't make it. It didn't make it. I have to give it a funeral. It really sucks. So we are back to my noisy torch here until I can find something else. I actually have one of those emails with the boxes that you plug in. It's just great. I'm gonna see if I can find that. Because it is time. I think it's under my bed. I don't remember. So let's do this. We are going to start us off today with Sour Patch Kids. This stuff tastes so good. It smells amazing. It smells like you know how you freshly open up a bag of Fruit Loop cereal, that first poof of the air coming out of the bag. Oh, it was just like, that was amazing. Brought tears to my eyes. Just kidding. So let's see. Look at that. Some good looking stuff there. Alrighty, so as always, guys, hit that subscribe button. Join the Lee family here on YouTube. We are shadow banned by the YouTube algorithm from anyone that's not subscribed to the channel, so please hit that subscribe button, ring that bell. We are here Monday, Wednesday, and Friday right now at 10 a.m. I'm looking at adding a new segment. It's called Twitter Tuesday, and that one we're going to do a lot of talking about different marijuana stuff. So I haven't decided if it's how exactly I'm going to structure it, but that's what's coming. And it'll go under a show that's like, let's talk about it. So that's really all it is. So as always, fuck cancer, fuck anxiety, fuck depression, fuck COVID, in with the good and out with the bad. It really tastes good though. It's really freaking good. Speaking of good, when we first started doing all of this, I would take all of the containers out. I would clean them out with Everclear and clean these that was Everclear. Anything that my wax was involved in, I would clean it out with Everclear. And then we would like burn all that Everclear off and we'd smoke it. Well, there was this one time at band camp, you know, there was this one time that we did that. We had probably 20 different varieties of concentrate in what we were working with, and it smelled and tasted like caramel, exact caramel. It was so yummy. I have never been able to reproduce that effect, but I was able to do it once, which I thought was kind of cool. So, oh, the last thing we worked on was doing our paradise. So now we are going into, if I click to this, I apologize. Couponapone, maybe? I don't know. Problem is not the reality on the outside. It is on the inside. And to change this reality, we must change ourselves. Krishnamurti, maybe? I love these here. I'm going to just go ahead and show it to you as I throw stuff all around. This is, and then his name. That way nothing is lost in interpretation. Okay, so, exit in. Ho'oponopono is a Hawaiian practice of reconciliation and forgiveness. According to the principles of Ho'oponopono, everyone is responsible for his or her life. And therefore, his or her inner peace and actions. As this is the creditor of what happens to him or her, it is totally unnecessary to try to change others or situations or to play the victim. The essence of Ho'oponopono method is a simple formula. Sorry, please forgive me, thank you, and I love you. Try this every time you feel a negative emotion. Explanations of the formula. Here is what each word means and what it brings us when we recite the formula. Sorry, we recognize the situation that is happening to us, we observe it and accept it. Forgive me, we forgive ourselves, others, or even the universe for making us live in this conflict. Forgiveness brings liberation to both the giver and receiver. We do not accuse, we forgive. It is very different. Forgiveness makes it possible to undo the blockage that could arise if we don't do it. We take responsibility for what has happened. Thank you. We make sense of the situation by finding out what it has taught us and what it has allowed us to clean up. Gratitude helps us to initiate positive change. I love you. In this way, we renew our love instead of remaining in the negative. Now, I can see how this would be extremely useful and then overly useful. And by that I mean, if you, like, let's say you're having a really bad day and you keep messing up the stupid little mistakes, so then you're sitting there reciting all of this and forgiving and loving and whatnot. It would end up taking up so much of your day. So I propose on days like this where it's not, you know, and you say something, you know, or a week where there's something, you could do a reconciliation of the week. Kind of like what I do in my journals where you write everything down. And then instead of me writing all of this, I would recite the rest of it as I'm doing it. So, I don't know, I can see both ways working, but I can also see both ways kind of failing if you can't really stay into it. I mean, well, you know what I mean, hopefully. My masks. We often go through life with a mask, and this mask is sometimes very useful. Batman wears his mask to frighten his enemies. Clown puts on his red nose to make people laugh. And you, how is your mask? What quality does it reflect? How can it help you in anxious situations? What emotion does your mask inspire? Fear, kindness, gentleness, what color is it? Your mask should be highlighted with your qualities and to help you overcome your fears. And then, a little side note here is this exercise is both fun and can be very effective in certain situations. This mask can help you adopt a behavior, a posture, better adapted to a situation or a person. So, I drew my little mask here. So as you see, that is what my little mask looks like. Now, instead of there being any it's not going to be too colorful. It's kind of like, you know, that depression mask you see on TV where she's just holding up a smiley face. It's this white smiley face. That's kind of what my mask would be. It'd be, you know, a white background on that mask. Only my mask is going to have words all over it. So, like, I'm okay. Suicidal ideology, or it's okay. I'm smart. No fear, no tears. I'm not afraid. Love yourself. Smile. Closed mouth, swallow, not in throat, don't cry. Smile. I'm strong. I got this. And that's just kind of what's all over my mask. And it's not just on the outside for people to see, it's on the inside to remind me of what it's like. And that's pretty easily done. I don't know, I don't see me as this big, bold face. I kind of see it as a kind of a not making myself stand out kind of a thing, where I can kind of hide in the background. So this is okay. And then we have our two coloring pages. So the first one says, "The pain I feel today is the strength I'll feel tomorrow. Accept what is, let go of what was, trust in what will be." Here. Buddha. What if it happens? Let me tell you. About 10 years ago, I left my job and started my own business. And it was a big mistake for a few months. I was in an incredible state of anxiety. And I kept telling myself, why did I leave my job to do this? I'm a loser. And then, thanks to this flop, I met the boss of a company who hired me to assist him. I stayed there for a few years and made a lot more money than before. You know, you can't control everything, and sometimes that's what causes our anxiety. Our brains start to fear the unknown. But let's put the consequences in perspective. You have a business appointment across town, and you're afraid of getting lost. What if it happens? Is that so bad? Your son or your daughter has an important exam, and you were afraid that she would fail. What if it happens? Will his or her life be ruined? Are you afraid your boss will fire you? What if it happens? Are there no other jobs on earth? You left your job to create a company and you were afraid to fail. What if it happens? You won't die. You won't be able to do something else. Or you will be able to do something else. And you will have to learn a lot from this experience. Or even worse, you are preparing a family meal and who are afraid to burn the turkey. What if it happens? Will they eat? What will they eat instead? Most of our stress comes from our incredible ability to imagine the worst, to give us too much importance to certain situations. Whenever you feel anxious, think about it. What if it happens? I'll also be ready for, okay. Right. The worry tree. Before we move on into this one, we're gonna smoke. That's really weird. Sorry, I've already done it. Okay, do it again. So let's go ahead and smoke. As always, guys, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. Don't forget to smash that subscribe button to join the Leash family here on YouTube. I'm here Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Can't believe I lost that. Okay, as always, guys, please turn your speakers down something. It's loud. I'm falling behind here. As always, guys, fuck cancer, fuck anxiety, fuck depression, fuck COVID. In with the good, out with the bad. God, that tastes good. Okay, let's see if my reading improves or gets worse. I swear. Is there some days I can read just fine, and the other days my dyslexia kicks in, and I have a terrible time. Okay, so we are on the worry tree. Is there something that worries you? Write it down on a worry puff and place it on the worry tree. Ask yourself if there's anything I can do about it. If not, take a green leaf and put it in the tree. Think about something else. One day that leaf will fall. If yes, ask you, what can I do? When? And that is actually two different types of sentences. It's odd. If it's now, take a red leaf, write down your worry, and make a plan, and do it. When it's done, drop the leaf at the base of the tree. If it's later, take an orange leaf, write your worry, and make a plan. You will find some cutting sheets on the last page. Color them as your needs. Now, I'm not going to pull this one out. I'm just going to show you. So here is the leaves. So I did do this one. I can't find it. Some of my daily worries are if I can get the house clean before husband comes home, dinner going, bills get me. I hate bills. Who doesn't though? I'm trying to think. I am in a freaking turf war with the damn javelina. Pisses me off. So, javelina came into the park a couple of nights ago. When he came in, he ravished my entire garden. Just ravished it. I had to start over. All the way over. It pissed me off. Well, if you guys have seen the video that I have a prickly pear leaf, and it has leaves growing off of it. I think it had like 11 leaves going. Oh, I was so proud of it. Stupid javelina came in and devoured it. Devoured. Oh, I was so pissed. So, yeah, that's one of my worries. Because, like, this morning I got up and I did some laundry. Well, in doing that, I get up at 3 o'clock in the morning. 4 o'clock, I walk over to the laundry room because it's in the park. And then I go back and forth. Well, it's 4 o'clock in the morning and there's no sun out. You can't see anything, so I take Tigger with me. But I'm constantly worried about a javelina coming. Us walking up on a javelina or windowing it to them. That scares the hell out of me. I worry about my projects that I have going. I'd like to get moving on them, but you know, you don't have enough money to do all of it. So you're kind of waiting. I have a saguaro cactus right now that's outside that I want to mount in a big square of resin with little rocks in there. Well, kind of little. As the base, and then it'll all light up. That's one of them. And I'm like, we're gonna get to this. Tires. Right now, we need all 6 tires on the dually. It is that time of, you know, of its life where we have to change the tires. And of course, it's, you know, a couple grand because instead of only needing 4 tires, we need 6. And oh my god. What we're gonna be doing on the 4th of July. And this is one that really gives me a lot of anxiety. We're planning on going up north for 4th of July where it's a lot cooler and we can do whatever. We'll take the trailers up. Several friends will be there. I mean, I want to say there's 20, 30 of us out there when we all get together. And there's one lady, one female, whom I don't know if it's that she just doesn't like me. I don't know if it's that she's heard something about me. I don't know what it is, but she is the biggest CUNT I have ever met. We were over at their house a week or two back, and I am a new grandma, and, well, first time grandma too, and I have not met him yet. The reason I have not met him yet is because I have no immunity. So, if there's anything on me, I'm going to be giving it to him because I can't fight it off. That being said, my grandson was 4 months premature, and he's only 6 months old right now. Again, no immunity. I don't want him to get sick. I don't want to get sick, but I don't want him sick. He needs to be able to be okay. And I guess she had seen him a couple weeks prior from us seeing her. So she has been able to meet my grandson, which is, hey, that's cool. She has an immunity. It's not that big a deal. But I had gone over there. I'm like, oh, did you see Nathan's new, did you see Nathan's baby? And I pulled the pictures up, and she looked at me and she goes, yeah, I've seen him in person. And I wanted to go, bitch. And I'm like, oh, well, I haven't seen him in person yet because I have no immunity and I can't fight anything off. That means I'd be getting him I could possibly get him sick, and I can't do that. I would not be able to live with myself if I gave that baby anything. And I just wanted to go, and then the whole time we were there, because it was her and her son, her mom had come over, and they treat her horribly. It's just, it was really cringy. The son and her, it was just super, super cringy. You know, and I understand, okay, you're mad, but why invite her over if you're gonna be that mean? I mean, it was a questionable behavior in my opinion. So, alrighty. So, my superhero armor. All heroes have an armor, or a combat suit, or a shield. Sometimes life forces us to fight, not necessarily to fight against others, but mostly to fight against ourselves, against our own fears. Create your armor. It should be beautiful, comfortable, and it should look like you. Draw ugly pictures. You can also just create a shield by drawing protection symbols, colors that you like. Now imagine that this armor, as well as the mask you created, can fit into an object. Choose an object that you always carry with you, a ring or a necklace or a pencil, keys, anything like that. Take this object in your hand and mentally put your armor and mask inside. Transfer your superhero powers into this object. Repeat this visualization exercise often and carry this object with you when you have to face an anxious situation. It was an interesting assignment. I did complete it. I still thought, okay, oh, here's my word issue. I'm an idiot. Other things that I wrote on here are videos, write-ups in my book. I'm always afraid that I'm not getting to them. My laundry, my oldest, my youngest, kids. So, yeah. I didn't realize that I had that on a different piece of paper. So I chose to do a shield. I did the best I could as far as drawing it. So, in the middle of the shield, it will be a big pot leaf. A big, beautiful 8 leaf pot leaf. And then there's going to be words that kind of go around the, the shield itself. So, hate, strong arm, love, warrior, evil, good, healthy, and happy are the words that I have put around that to kind of shield me from those negative, horrible things that happen in the world that I don't want to do with. So, the superhero shield and the mask would go in, I almost forgot, would go in this, because I usually always have this on, except when I go to bed, or in a ring. It could go into either. It would be ruby red. Yeah. What am I missing? And then we're going to transfer our superpowers into it. Yeah, it's an interesting exercise. I don't know if it would look like me, but I do have a little picture of me at the very, very top. Or at least of someone. So, that is pretty much it. We are ending on another coloring sheet. It says, believe in yourselves. Dreams, they make... believe in yourself. Dreams, and they may come... Okay, I'm having some serious issues. I can read you. Believe in your dreams, and they may come true. Believe in yourself, and they will come true. You can't expect life to have meaning. You have to find one for it. That is so true. So true. You know, I've had my oldest son ask me on several occasions, how did I do it? You know, you raised 2 kids, you didn't get child support, you worked 3 jobs at one point. How did you do it? And I'm like, you just do it. Do it. And that's something that I don't know. It seems to be lost on this generation, or at least I can see that from some of the kids that I've been around. It's just like not there. It's non-existent. Everything's disposable. I don't know. It's just it's one of those things. You know how the old person complains about the younger person, and somebody's there. Oh, you're just old. Da 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 da. I feel like I'm that old person looking at kids and people today and the way things run, and it scares the hell out of me, and I just want to get away from all of it. It's, you don't know somebody, even if you've been around them for a long time, you don't know them. I mean, you look at social media and it's fake. People just put the best parts of themselves on social media because that's what they want. They want that endorphin rush. Hey, look at me. Hey, subscribe to the channel. I know I'm the one doing that now. But these are all things that I've actually been seriously looking at for myself. I like doing my stuff, but I hate social media anymore. It's just, I don't know. If you say something that somebody doesn't like, even if it is a 100% fact, you're still a bad guy. And I'm like, what the fuck happened? I don't understand. I very much don't understand. So, if any of you guys can figure it out, throw it down in the comments below. What is up now? I mean, come on. What is this world coming to? What do you think? What are your theories? What do you think is going to happen? And what do you guys think? Do you think that the cannabis industry is going to be recognized more in mainstream business? Or do you think they're just going to keep brushing it under the rug like they've been doing? As Biden wanted to become president, or, you know, be voted in as president, he said he was going to legalize cannabis. That did not happen. What happened was he was elected, they brought the question in, and the answer was, it is the wrong political climate to change opposition for this bill, or for this law. So it's this, as soon as it did, it came in, it was cut. So yeah, we have issues. We need some fixing in this place. So, you know, if we don't, I don't know what's going to happen to this world. I don't know what's going to happen to people in general. I mean, it makes no sense to me anymore. But that's what I think. Why don't you tell me what you guys think down there in the comments below, and I will see you guys in the next video. Mad love, guys.